Hey, hey, hey.
What it do, peoples? This is the next volume of the Hallis therapy sessions, and tonight we are talking about
The art of apology.
the art of apology. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The art of apology.
what is the art of apology really mean? Like, we got different things like apologetics. I don't even know what apologetics is, but the art of apologizing is what we're going to discuss tonight, because we're going to get into some real stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be real. Hope y'all ready for it.
So, we're going to run down a little incident, a little situation. I ain't going to call it an incident, but a situation that we had just recently, last Friday, actually. You just get into it.
Yeah, I might as
Okay.
well. So, I called my husband up, asked him what he's doing for lunch. He told me he didn't have any plans. So I said, do you want to go to lunch with me? And he was like, sounds like a plan. We could work that out. Asked him what time he wanted me to meet him at the job. He said 2 o'clock. Now, remember, 2 o'clock. So that's fine with me. Gives me enough time to chill out, get myself together. So I finally get up to his job. Get there a little early because I had to use the bathroom. So I ended up going into the building where he works at, using the bathroom. And then I got to his office where he works at. And you're just hanging around waiting for him to come on so we can go. Because remember, 2 o'clock is what he said. 2 o'clock. So I did see him. He walked up on me. We spoke briefly. And after a couple minutes, he walked away. I guess he was doing some other stuff. And then 2 o'clock came. So I start to walk towards his office. And he comes out of his office, goes into another office, and closes the door. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's about to wrap something up real quick. I give him a little extra, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by, a whole 45 minutes go by. So I'm texting him this whole time like, bro, like, I thought we were supposed to be going to lunch together. Like, what's going on? Like, you got me sitting out here waiting for you, and you're not even trying to communicate with me what's going on. So he didn't respond back to me. At this point, my patience is totally out the door. So I'm on my way back outside. I text him and I'm like, bro, I'm out because I'm not going to sit around here and wait for you. So I get in the car, sit in the car for another maybe 20 minutes. So this dude calls me and I start kirking on him, okay? Because I'm upset. I'm like, you got me sitting around waiting for you. You're not even ready.
Did I call you or you called me?
You called me back. Because I had been calling you and you finally called me back and you were like, are you yelling at me? And I was like, yeah, I'm yelling at you. Yo, this dude hangs up on me, okay? He hangs up, okay? So it's like he got the attitude when he's at fault. So I don't like when nobody hang up on me. I don't care who you are. I'm going to keep calling your phone. So I kept calling the phone. He throws me to voicemail. Then after a while, he just turned the phone off. He turned the phone off, put me to voicemail, hit ignore. So I'm already on my way out of the city, and I'm on my way back home. Guess what time this dude gets home? This dude walks in the door like 5:45. Okay? 5:45. Never called. Never explained to me what the deal was. Nothing. So he walks in and he looks at me and he's like, get dressed. We about to go out and eat. And I told him I'm not going nowhere with him. I told him to leave me alone. I had an attitude. Yeah, I had an attitude. But what you guys don't know happened is that I clearly had to calm myself down. Like I had to chill out before he got home or before I spoke to him, because I felt like if I did not, I was just going to go off on him. And how I did that was I stopped blaming him for a minute, and I was just like talking to God, and I was like, God, please tell me what it is that I need to do to make these type of situations better, because clearly I'm upset right now and I don't want to say anything out of context. I don't want to say anything that's going to make the situation worse. So it was kind of cool that he came home around that time, because he gave me enough time to calm down. But as soon as he walked in, it was like everything just built back up again. He just pissed me off, yeah. So I let him pick up after that.
We gotta rewind a little bit before we go forward.
'Cause that's basically what happened.
Okay, so little context clues. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, my job, I work for the city, but you know what I'm saying, I'm a manager, so it's just some things that I be having to take care of before I leave work. I wasn't actually leaving work to go to lunch with her, but I was going to make an exception. You know what I'm saying? And I was...
Huh?
What? Make an exception?
Okay, so let me just rewind. This dude tells me he has to check his calendar to make sure he doesn't have anything on his calendar. And then what he says to me is, that's a go.
But that's because...
But that was a go.
But
2:00 I was scheduled. Look, I was scheduled for 2 with you.
Okay, so the calendar thing, I got to check. I do have to check my calendar because I'll be in meetings, or it'll be certain stuff that's placed on my calendar for me by either my manager or admin staff from their office. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes stuff pops up and I'm not actually planning it. So that's just the way things happen. But, you know what I'm saying? On my end, I be having some I hate to say it, but some boss moves to, you know what I'm saying, things I gotta handle as a boss.
But guess what?
They call me.
I get that.
They call me Jefe.
Okay, and we know he's head Jefe. Okay, I mean, I get that. As your wife, I understand that you have a very big responsibility at your job, and I get that. But my beef with you is that what happened to the communication? All you had to do, bro, is just say to me, look, I'm about to go into this meeting. I don't know how long I'm going to be. We're going to have to wait till I get home.
But see, I ain't feel it was necessary to do that, because it was just like, it's going to be real quick. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't quick,
we about to make this happen real quick. And
when you noticed that
I can get out of here so I can go give me something to eat. Because actually, I was really planning, and I was looking forward to going to lunch with my wife, because I hadn't eaten all day. So 2:00, when that came around, I was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I got to do this one other thing, and then I'm out. But, you know what I'm saying? I got hemmed up, and I mean, unfortunately, sometimes that's what happens. The fact that I didn't communicate with her, and then
He threw me the voicemail, son. He didn't even answer the phone.
I did hang up on her.
He hung up on me a couple of times. He hung up on me once.
And then I ignored
every
like
call.
2-3 calls.
No, it wasn't 2-3. Because how about I was hitting his work phone and his personal phone back to back.
My personal phone was on the charger in my office.
It was still on the charger in his office.
And I was in the other office, so I only had my work phone on me. And she was blowing that up. And
yeah, because I don't like when nobody hang up on me, especially my husband.
She was all trying to sass me.
I was upset because, why are you upset with me? You're the one who stood me up. Why do you have the attitude with me? Why are you not answering my calls? If anything, I'm in that
But
right
then she tells
to be upset.
me. Then she tells me she was like, "Well, I'm sitting out there looking crazy, waiting for you," and I was like, "Slim, ain't nobody paying you no attention. Everybody knows who you are. You're the boss's wife, so nobody's gonna be looking at you like, what is she doing here? Why is she sitting out here? She look crazy. He got her waiting for this long." Like, no, ain't nobody thinking about that. And then after 2 o'clock, wasn't nobody in there for real.
Okay, so let's just fast forward that. Okay, you come home.
I come home. I had to go back for the context though. So I come home, and she gets the attitude again because I'm like, yo, what's up?
Come in the house.
I'm still
get
hungry.
dressed. Let's
I'm still
go.
hungry because I ain't getting nothing to eat. So like, yo, put some clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get something to eat. Is she looking at me like, nigga, what?
Yeah, I did look at him like he was crazy.
Sit your black ass down.
Right.
I ain't going nowhere with you. I'm like,
Told him don't talk to me.
I'm like,
I don't want to talk to you.
I ain't gotta talk. I don't feel
So I
like
was
talking.
like,
I feel
you know
like
what?
eating.
I said, take your daughter with you and y'all go get y'all something to eat. I don't want to go eat nothing with you.
So I took the child and we rolled out and got something to eat. Give her another chance to cool off. But,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When I come back, she's all talking about something. I'm still waiting for you to apologize to me. Like, apologize for what?
The art of apology.
Apologize for what? And fellas, I know y'all feel me because women are always looking for apologies. And then when it's something that is something that they do, we not looking for no apology. You know what I'm saying?
Women, I know y'all feel me when I tell you when your dude or your husband, your man, does something like that to you, when you've been looking forward to just spend a little bit of quality time with him, when y'all set up a little date, y'all hooking up, you know what I'm saying? You feeling some type of way, you got all dressed up, dipped out, put a little makeup on, go see your man for lunch, and then this dude literally goes into another room, closes the door, and you don't see him for the rest of the day until he comes home. I know women, you feel me when I tell you, you be pissed off. I was pissed off.
But how many of y'all women, y'all man is the boss?
Okay, but I mean, what? You got me on the calendar, bro. You put me on the calendar.
I put you on the calendar, but I mean,
and I'm even okay with being on the calendar. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like I was tripping to be on the calendar. I was like, okay, at least he could fit me in. That's
sometimes that money comes first. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't like it was a transaction going on or nothing like that.
So this wasn't even about no money. Just so y'all know.
It's always about, when I'm at work, it's always about the money.
It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the money. But anyway, moving forward.
24/7.
Moving forward.
When I'm in that building.
The moral to the story is, take time to process everything, cool off, calm down before you approach the situation or the person. Because I'm telling you, when you got a hot head and you're upset and you don't think it through, you say some things that you may regret. And, you know, that's part of growing in the relationship. When you can kind of step back for a minute and just kind of, you know, cool off. Because that's what I had to do. And I could have held on to that joint and, you know, beef about that joint and be like, you know, you should have did this, that, and the third. But you know what? I was just like, you know what? I'm about to let this go. But I wasn't going to let it go until I got an apology, though. I felt like he owed me an apology. At the end of the day, he owed me an apology, and I wasn't going to sleep until I got one.
Look, I'm the most unapologetic nigga ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. I ain't apologizing for nothing.
So, just so you all know, I got my apology.
You remember? You remember Wyclef on shots?
Yes.
This dude was Kirk. He was like, "What?"
I got my apology, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I got my apology. That's all I wanted. And To be honest with you, if I had gotten that apology earlier, like literally as I was walking out the building, walking to my car,
you would have wanted to get something to eat.
I would have probably wanted to get something to eat with him when he came home. And that would have just been squashed.
She went to Wendy's on the way home.
I went to Wendy's for my child because she was hungry.
Did you eat Wendy's?
No. Because I didn't even eat my salad. My salad was still in the refrigerator.
But you got something from Wendy's.
Yeah, but I didn't eat it. So, whatever.
So, yeah.
So, I got the apology.
And I'm the most unapologetic dude ever. Like, we've gone through situations where, you know what I'm saying, we got into it and she looking at me sideways and
I won.
I'm looking at her like,
and I'm winning. I'm still winning. Because at the end of the day,
what are you expecting from me?
At the end of the day, I got my apology. You know why? Because he knew that was kind of messed up.
But fellas, is one thing that we gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? Aside from if it's our fault, we gotta man up and just be like, yo, you know what? It was my fault. Even though I had got caught up in some other stuff that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just make it right is basically what it boils down to. And that's part of the art of apology. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding when it's not worth arguing about, especially when you're wrong on either side. You know what I'm saying? So.
And women, just a message to give to you all out there. We can definitely hold on to some things. I mean, for sure. We hold on to a lot. But it's not worth it. It takes up too much energy. A lot of times you just got to let it go and keep it moving. But one thing that I did do, and I was thankful for, is that I had a moment to speak to God and ask for his guidance on how to deal with the situation. And he helped me through it because I was able to calm myself down and I was able to rationalize and just kind of be like, okay, you know, shit happens. You know what I mean? But yeah, we just gotta cool it out sometimes. Sometimes we just gotta fall back and just kind of calm ourselves down and process the situation before we move forward.
It's not about, you know what I'm saying, who's right, who's wrong. Really, in the end, you know what I'm saying, it's just still being one and being together. You know what I'm saying, is the important thing. Where we iron out, you know what I'm saying, whatever issues. And I remember on, was it Full House? One of the rules was they wasn't supposed to go to sleep angry or something like that.
Yeah.
It was something smack. But, yeah, I used to watch Full House. That was, whatever. But, you know what I'm saying, never go to sleep angry or something like that. And, I mean, there's been some nights where she's probably been pissed off at me and she's going to sleep angry. And, you know what I'm saying, I don't really do anger like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff just kind of rolls off of me. So, arguments are kind of one-sided. I'll keep up with it for a little while and then I'm just like I'm really not even pissed off. But, you know what I'm saying, since you want to keep going at me, I'm going to keep going at you. And, I mean,
then it becomes a tit for tat.
Yeah,
and then it becomes
real petty.
Who gets the last word. And then it becomes very petty. And then it's just too much energy that you probably don't even have to put into it. I just feel like communication is the key. When you can communicate with one another about how you're feeling at that time when that situation happened, after cooling off, okay? Because a lot of times, again, you don't want to do it when you're upset. But when you guys have a moment, you communicate with what bothered you, what you didn't like. And this way you guys can be able to talk about it like adults and squash it and move on.
Yeah, because in reality, it's not even about the apology.
It's not.
It's about the love. Because that's one thing that's always going to be there.
The
you know
love.
What I'm saying? So, but yeah.
So with that being said, folks, we out.
Deuces.
Yeah.
And y'all subscribe to our channel. What's the channel?
The Hallis
Oh, yeah.
Therapy Sessions.
The Hallis Therapy Sessions.
Hallis.
Hallis.
Therapy
Sessions.
Good night, folks.
Holla.
See you next time.